Welcome to a new video, all of you Creative Minds addicts. Today, we want to celebrate Halloween with all of you. Put on a face mask, practice your trick-or-treat line, and be ready for lots of sweets. And be creative with your custom. We can give you a hand with that, because today, we are going to make the mask of the Purge. These are the materials that you're going to need: paper masks, LED string, and cardboard, silicone templates, and also acrylic paints. Remember that we have left the templates in the description box, as well as the list of materials. First, you need to download, and then print the templates. Cut them out with some scissors or a craft knife. If you are printing them in a fresh sheet, you will have to trim the white parts and join them for the bottom line. But if you do it in a free sheet, as we did, just cut out the pieces, and you will need to make the copies. For one of the copies, cut the lower part of the crown from the other copy, cut the entire piece. You can start by cutting carefully this part, do it precisely and follow the lines. And then cut out the inner arches of this piece too. When you have it, cut out the template of the second piece. And this is how it should look like. Now, using glue stick, glue the templates on top of the sheets of thin cardboard. You have to do it one by one. Stick them with the printed side down. When the glue has dried, you can cut out the templates with the craft knife. Once you've cut out the piece, it is a good idea to sand all the edges very well, so you will end up with a smooth finish. And now repeat the process with the other piece. You have to cut the inner arches on this piece. Also cut out completely the three central ones, and only halfway through on the other pieces. If you view this, it will give more texture and depth to the mask. If you want to make it more realistic, apply a coat of white glue to both pieces, then with a brush. Put some glue all over the surfaces until you get a rough finish. And let it dry for at least 12 hours. To make the mask, use two of these paper masks that are cheap and easy to get anywhere. Apply primer coating to one of them and let it dry. Once it is done, you can start painting it. You can use white and black silver acrylic paints, but for this craft, it is better to give it a more metallic finish to both pieces. We recommend you to be patient and try the colors and techniques beforehand, and on other surfaces such as paper or cardboard before applying it to the craft. But it is up to you. What is really important here is that you apply good primer coating first, which in this case is going to be the silver paint. And then apply several coatings of the same color to the entire surface. If you want to make it look more realistic, remember to dab it in with a brush. Finally, if you want to give a rusty effect, add some cooler color with a scour. Now it is time to do the crown. First of all, we need to get the right color shade with the Statue of Liberty of New York. To get the right color, you need to mix a metallic greenish color with black, and hopefully that will give us the right shade. And as before, start applying the primer coating first. Remember to paint the edges as well. As you did before with the mask, use the brush to dab different shades of green all over the mask. Finally, use the scour to dab some details with the white paint. Now paint the inside of the arches with a metallic grey paint. Once the paint has dried, remove parts of the crown with hot silicone. Carefully align the inside to make them fit with one another. Next, paint the last arches with the metallic grey that you used earlier. Let it dry, and now get an old headband and attach it to the inside of the crown with hot silicone. And that's how it should look like. To make the lighting of the mask, we're going to use a blue LED thread. You can find a link in the description box if you want to use the same as ours. The first thing you should do is to measure the amount of thread we're going to use to cover the crown. Use a marker to make a reference mark, with a bunch make your holes, of about from on each side of the mouth. Remember to leave it well stretched, leave aside the area where the LED wire is going to be placed. Now make several holes above and below of the mouth to make it look as if it is stitched. Now and again check that all the lights are working, so you do not have to undo everything. Keep making holes in the mask to make it look as if the mouth is stitched. We recommend you to get an images reference. If you want to use the same as us, you can find it in the inscription box. We strongly advise you to seal the joint with hot silicone, so it doesn't come loose. Keep making circuits by running the thread through the nostrils, creating a kind of pissing, and also keep checking that everything is working well. To make the axes of the eyes, use the reference image and make the right holes. Make these holes slightly bigger, as you need to pass the LED string twice through each one of the holes. Repeat the process with the other eye, and remember to seal the joints with hot silicone. When you have finished placing the string, cut off the excess with pliers and glue the end to the inside of the mask. Now take the second mask and stick it on the inside of the first one. Finally, glue the lead wire of the crown on the inside of the mask with more hot silicone. To finish, glue the end of the connector and the power supply to the back of the crown. Connect the cable, and if there is any excess, stick it on the inside of the mask with some tape. And I've turned the lights on, and now we've finished with this amazing Purge Mask. Leave some comments if you like this craft and want to see more like it. Give us a like and also make sure to subscribe to our channel. Do not forget to press the bell like the Dead of the Beast bell to never miss an upload. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, my beloved hobbits.